Alright, beautiful souls. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. But anyways, today let's talk about manifestations. And I know all of you guys manifest, you're just not aware that you're doing it. Because I was not aware, and I was going to do a video about a couple things today, and the more that I looked back, the more that I was doing the math, and the more that I was figuring out that I actually manifested a lot more than I had originally anticipated. Let me start with, when I was younger, I always wanted to work with tigers. And I never went to school for this or anything. And my first one was this one. Her name was Lady P.
Just trying to launch off my... Hey, girl.
She was amazing. I had her on and off for 8 years. It was great. Later on, tigers showed up. And normally you have to go to school for this stuff and have licenses and permits, which I did under somebody else's name. So everything was legal and everything was legit. And we went to fundraisers and we got money for them to help support the animals as well. And this is Dexter over here. He was fun. Had him around Christmas, as you can tell, the abominable snowman. And then shortly after Dexter, I had gotten Trinity. And Trinity was the one that I think I bonded the best with. I mean, I've always been really good with animals anyways, but check out, this is Trinity, and I love the noise she makes.
Come here. Brf. Brf. Hi, baby. I know. I know. I know. I know, brf. I know. I know. I know. Brf. I know. I know, yeah.
So then, this was really cool too, because I was always into cars. And I manifested this Beetle, which randomly showed up in my friend's backyard. I mean, it was there, but I got it really cheap. It was just a really good deal. And you have to be grateful when you get these things, because that's just how the system works. You know, you show that you're grateful, and it will give you more as you go. The Beetle I never got done with. I'm still working on that. But anyways, this next car that I got was a BMW. And I spent around $150,000 on this BMW, and I was working a 9-to-5 job where my paycheck was going to my rent and everything every single day, and I have no idea how I was able to put this BMW together, but check this out.
You ever stand back and look at something and say, I fucking built that?
So then, I gotta tell you this really funny story. When I did end up manifesting the job at the race shop, which is, I don't want to go into too many deals to that because I'm trying to keep this story short, but one of the race days we had to go down to Homestead, and one of the officials came up to me, and I thought he said, "Did you drive here?" And I was like, "Yeah." Well, what he actually said was, "Are you a driver here?" So he's like, "You want to go on the track?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I grab my helmet and I go up to him. I go, "What car am I taking?" And he goes, "Your own car." And I'm like, "Okay, you don't have to tell me twice." So it ended up being a fundraiser for veterans. And I was giving veterans rides in my BMW, not being an official racetrack driver, but we had a blast. I'm really good at handling my car. It made 1,000 horsepower. It has probably been an amazing part of this simulation, you know, because they say that we're all in our own movie and you can manifest what you want, and this is why you guys really got to stay positive on your thoughts. But here, check this out. I got a little short video about what had happened that day.
No drifting.
Nope.
No drifting, all right?
Why not?
Okay, maybe a little bit. What's this doing, like 1,000 horsepower?
Yeah, about that.
Should be pretty fun. I'll catch you coming around.
So Blaine just won a trophy, and he has no idea yet because he's currently on the track. He was nominated by a 13-year-old boy, and he said that he nominated him because his car was the coolest for the purple wheels. As soon as Lane gets off the track, he's going to be given by 13-year-old Nolan.
Aww! Can I give him a ride, or is that under? I can. Okay, I will give him a ride then.
Awesome, man.
And then it was really funny because as I was going through my photo album, there was actually a reel that I had made that actually had said to make sure whether you think you're able to do it or not, don't have that thought in your head that you can't. Stay positive and persist. And this is the short reel that I found, and I kind of laughed about it, and I had to share this with you guys as well.
Am I dreaming? Oh, I'm living in my dream.
And then it was really fascinating that after that, I ended up being around tigers and cars. So like I'm putting all this together and I'm just like, oh my God, did I like manifest this too? And the majority of the fundraisers that we had end up going to were around cars. And here's another clip of Hobbs, which was the bigger tiger, the Trinity. They're currently roommates now in a proper facility. And then another neat thing was, I live in Florida, and every year when the baby raccoons come around, every time I would think about one, I ended up getting one. And I always liked helping them because, you know, the mothers get chased off and, you know, the babies need help. And a lot of the FWC people really don't care because there's so many of them. So I would hand raise them and bottle feed them. And here's a couple videos over here of a whole bunch of different raccoons that I had actually spent time with and bonded with and then ended up re-releasing to the wild after I taught them how to forage. And I let them go in proper areas for this.
Yeah. Come on. Come here.
This is a new one. Kookie's not in my Jordan drawers. The ferret's in my Jordan drawers, and Kookie's trying to get the ferret out. And that brought a whole bunch of other animals like emus, foxes, leopards, and I've always been really good with animals. It's just something that people with high vibration are good with.
I like the pattern on his head. Isn't that cool? Yeah.
What are you looking for? You look like you're up to no good. It looks like to me. What's up? What's up, emu? Oh, here's the fox. I love the fox video. It's so funny. My friend didn't see what the fox was up to.
Ow.
Yeah, they bite.
VIP access. I see you. I see you. Hi. Hey. When I was in the race shop for those 2 years, I did get negative for a while, and that was what I really believed had caused my accidents. But I was very isolated, and it was very hard there. There was no windows. It was a lot on one person, and I was, you know, learning things that I didn't quite know how to do. And I never went to school to be a mechanic at all. I loved working on BMWs, which most mechanics hate BMWs. And then I started working on Lotus racing cars. And if you look back on my page, my channel, you can go down and you can see all the races that we won at different racetracks. So then the next person or next thing that I want to say that I manifested was this girl. And she means the world to me. She is freaking amazing. She is an angel in disguise. But we don't resonate at the same frequency now, and that's what our problem is. And I really strongly believe that that's how relationships kind of work anyways. You know, you meet together, everything's good, and then one of you ends up vibrating more than the other one, and that's usually when you guys would separate or break off and go to the other one. But she got my car sponsored by Beamer Girls. We went to all kinds of car shows. I mean, it was amazing. I've had such a great time playing this simulation. And when she first showed up, she said that she wanted a turtle. And I don't have any pictures of what the turtle actually looked like. I like turtles, but I'm not really a turtle person because they don't do much. But it took me 2 weeks to manifest her a turtle, and it came with everything. It came with the stand, the cage, everything. So then after that, we had gone, and this is when I was testing the theory of manifestations, because I was just kind of like, whoa, wait a minute, this actually works. And we went to Washington to go to the aquarium over there, and I'll show some videos over here. And when we were there, I asked her, I was like, do you want me to manifest an aquarium? Excuse me. And she was all about it at the time. So I started to think about one. And within a week, we came back, and just so happened that my friends were giving up a whole entire fish tank setup. Everything except for the fish. And a spare tank to quarantine the fish in. I don't know if you guys know how expensive aquariums are, but they are extremely expensive. And she had asked me for $100 for it, which that is the process of being grateful for what it was. Because I didn't ask for it for free. You know, I just asked for one to show up, and it did. And you have to be very precise in what you ask for in your manifestations. I'm still working that out, and there are blocks too. So like if you were raised in a family that didn't have money and you thought that you were going to be poor, that's considered a money block. And you need to work your way past that. And then shortly after that, I wanted to try something a little bit harder to get. And they have these scorpions, they're called emperor scorpions. And where they come from at the time, we couldn't get them because of the wars that were going on. They were trying to ship them around, but by the time they got here, they were already dead. So they stopped doing it because they don't want to, you know, that's just not cool for the animal or the insect. So I was like, you know what? Let me try and do an emperor scorpion. So I put the work in. I went around to multiple pet shops asking if they had emperor scorpions. Nobody had them. Couldn't order them online, nothing. So I was like, all right, this is going to be the test. And this is freaking wild. It ended up literally next to the pet store that was behind my house. It was Underground Reptiles. I think it's changed to Cold Blooded now. But it was donated by a school teacher that had retired, and he didn't want it anymore. Now, granted, when I went there, it wasn't free, but it had shown up. And it was in an enclosure and everything, so I ended up getting it. So check this out. This is Brian, I think his name is.
And he came with a whole tank set up and everything. These guys own little rocks and fake tree.
Check this out. This is what got me fascinated in scorpions a long time ago. You have a black light? Look at this. Ooh, sorry, bud. It makes their skin glow. They actually glow under the black light. It's fucking really cool. They glow under black light too. It's pretty cool. So all this was prior to my accident, and then after my accident, when I had first kind of started like limping around, I wanted a heating pad, and this happened same day. I thought about it in the morning because all we had were the heating pads that you had to put in the microwave, and those things smell awful, and I didn't like it. I don't know if it was burnt or what, but first thing in the morning, I was like, gosh, I wish I had a heating pad that could plug in. And later on that night, my friend wasn't home, or wait, I think she was home. I don't remember. But anyways, I ended up walking to the gas station that was right behind the house, and at first she didn't want me to go, but I was like, I need the exercise, you know, I'll take it easy. It's not that bad, it's right there. I go walking over there, and I shit you not, the video's over here. It was brand new in the box, getting tossed out of the gas station. Like, I can't make this up. Beanie, look at this. What? King size. Brand new. In the box. The tamper tape's still there. Looks like it's been tampered with, but it hasn't been opened.
Nothing.
And then she's over on the couch worrying about money, which is Matrix stuff. And then there was one more thing. My mom had wanted a cat, and this is actually how I got my cat Marble. And when I get back to Florida, I'll show you guys some videos and pictures of him. He is freaking amazing. I miss him so much. But when I first got Marble, it was after my accident. He was born April 16th. And he's my familiar. And cats are serious guardians of stuff going on in the world. Like, I don't even comprehend the capability of what cats can do, and dogs. But when my mom left for a month or 2 months to go to Costa Rica after my accident, she left Marble with me, and I was originally going to give Marble to my mom. And then when my mom came back, she's like, oh, you bonded with him, he's yours. So at the time I didn't want a cat, but now that I know what he is, oh my God, I don't want to give him up at all, and I won't. But anyways, I ended up manifesting a cat for my mom, and this is Diesel, which came through my friends that couldn't have him anymore because they had a baby. I think I only have pictures of Diesel. If I have a video, I'll put a video. But anyways, these manifestations will come in ways that you can't even think of. So like, don't try and think about how it's gonna come. Just think about what you want. Be very precise in how you want and what you want. And, you know, do the work, and it will work, and you'll see it. And if you guys wanna do me a favor, think back about things that you have possibly manifested, or things that you just got and you were like, geez, how did I get that? Because that is how manifestation works. Sometimes there's money involved, but that's just being grateful. Money is an energy transfer. So on that note, I'm probably gonna drop my Cash App down here at the bottom, just because I'm sharing my content with you. And you know, it's not that I'm asking you guys for a donation, it's that it's a money transfer. It's frequency going back and forth. It's like you're acknowledging what's going on for the most part. And I'm sure I have lots of other manifestations, but those were the primary ones that I guys wanted to show you because I thought they were just really freaking neat. And like I said, some of the stuff that I've talked about here is 100% manifestation, because in order for you to work with tigers, you're supposed to go to like zoos and get the proper schooling and work around small animals and work your way up, and then you're not even allowed to take them home for that matter. And I was allowed to have the cubs up to 60 pounds, and it was just an amazing part of my life, and I'll never forget it because it was what it was. But I hope you guys are having a beautiful day, and remember, stay positive and work on those manifestations. And if you get some going, drop some comments below. And if you guys got any other content that you want me to ask Ori or figure out or see what intellect I have about it, drop me a comment, and like I said, I'll reply to you as fast as I can. Love you guys. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe.